Hey, hon, guess what?
What?
The Weekender's coming back 2023.
I think I need an Anjuna credit card. And it's a good thing we didn't sign up for explorations.
What the fuck? I mean, seriously, I didn't think it'd come this soon.
No, not at all.
What's-
But, whoop whoop, whoop whoop.
We're cooking dinner. What's on the menu? Yeah, so we got some planning to do.
We got some planning. Hey, sweetie.
Yeah, so, I don't know if we can make it a 14-day road trip like we did in 2019 and this year. If we bought 2 Weekenders, do we get a third one free? Good Lord. So, hunt for the Weekender. Should we fly, take a train, probably drive again?
Drive. It's gonna be better.
Yeah, it's beautiful countryside, obviously. Drive from Sacramento. Decisions.
Welcome to Group Therapy with Above and Beyond.
Hey fam, so last year we put these 3 videos out that we felt would help you out in planning your trip to the ABGT Weekender at the Gorge, and they were on our other channel, SippyCupAdventures, which is a niche travel channel about travel in Northern California. But I decided to create this channel, which is purely content on all things Anjuna. However, those videos are still relevant today in 2023, and they will be down in the description if you want to check those out. If you have never brought an RV to the Weekender and are considering renting an RV because you think it will be cooler, don't do it. Unfortunately, RV air conditioners are not as efficient as air conditioning in your home. Most RVs are not well insulated like the average home is. So when it's hot, AC units in the RV will struggle to cool it down. The general rule of thumb is that the AC in RVs will try and keep the RV 20 degrees cooler than it is outside. So I wasn't a math major, but if it's 95 outside, the RV may get to about 75, and that's if the doors are closed, but it's not likely if you have up to 6 people staying in the RV coming in and out all the time. There is no electricity at the Gorge. Well, there is now if you're fortunate to get a few spots in the Gold Big Rig area. So you have to rely on generators to run all your electric appliances. Anytime you turn on something that uses power, you have to start the generator. Generators take gas. You would need to make sure that your RV owner supplies you with enough gas for the weekend. Of course, at an additional fee. Now our guy gave us 2 extra gas tanks. Our neighbors, their owner did not supply them with additional gas, so they had to run into town to get gas as well as get the gas cans to fill themselves.
If you are choosing to rent an RV, ask your owner about the air conditioning with the understanding that it's tough to cool down the unit. Hopefully they'll be truthful. How many AC units do they have? Have they kept up with the maintenance?
Yes, there are RVs that are equipped to cool down better than others, but being that these folks live in the Pacific Northwest that you're likely renting from, where it's typically cooler than, say, owners of RVs who rent in Arizona, the inventory of RVs that will actually cool down are minimal. Again, something that you'll have to ask the owner. If you're late to the rental process and are just now seeing this video, you can't be picky.
So our suggestion is to forget the AC in the RV, open up the awning, get a lawn chair, and sit in the shade with a cold beverage.
The good news is, no matter how hot it gets during the day at the Gorge, it cools off in the evening and you won't need the AC. So, just survive those first few hours before you get into the venue, understanding in the evening it'll be nice. So tip number 2, and this may be a little controversial, but you may want to go about it with just you and your partner. Maybe it's a close friend, maybe it's your partner, especially if you're renting an RV. Okay? Camping, go with the whole group. But if it's just the 2 of you and you're stuck in an RV,
Ex-banker, ex-interior designer.
Current RVers. Hard to believe.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
and like those big RVs for like 6 to 8 people, you've got limited water. You've got to take a Navy shower where you just rinse off, turn the water off,
Soap up.
rinse off.
You gotta be fast.
So if you're, with 6 to 8 people, we found out that people who rented RVs, especially our neighbors, they were going and using the showers and the restrooms when they had to go number 2, because they didn't want to do that. It would be kind of rude in an RV when there's 6 to 8 people, they're all in there. So like I said, you hear every
You gotta do your
noise.
business.
Yeah. And if you want privacy while you're going bathroom, having 6 to 8 people in an RV is not going to work.
You hear everything.
So if you're using the campsite toilets and shower, what was the point of getting an RV? That was the whole idea. Also, clean your RV when done. That's why they leave a broom and a mop and cleaning supplies to take care of the RV when you're done, so you get your deposit back. People often forget to do that. Yeah, throw out your beer cans.
He's on a roll.
Anyways, another thing too is if you have a bunch of people, you've all got to split costs, right? And you've always got that one friend. It's okay. I'll pay you when I get paid next week. We've got those flaky friends. Let's just put it out there, right?
And we love them. Don't get us wrong. We love them.
Right, and we love them for that reason. But you have the people you can trust on is gonna pay you back, and then you got the other friends that you have to bring, and they're not gonna pay you back. So if it's just the 2 of you, you don't have to worry about that. Yes, the expense for an RV is only split amongst the 2 of you. You're not deferring the cost to 6 to 8 other people, but if you're only gonna get paid by 4 of them, what's the difference? Just hunker down and pay it yourself.
So what was that you were saying about the heat and drama?
Well, I mean, when you're with a group of people, again, you've got that one person that's, always complaining about everything. You put up with it for a while, but when it's 95 degrees outside, you're like, okay, I've heard enough. Let's go. You blow up. I mean, that's it. But that's why if you camp next to your friends, you can get away.
You can get up and walk away. But if you camp with your partner and all she does is complain about how hot it is.
What? No.
Don't get hung up on the size of your camping spot if you're bringing or renting an RV. Both years, 2019 and 2022, we stayed in Premier. In 2019, we found out by Googling the measurement of our car, and it was 14 feet in length, so we rented a 20-foot trailer. Again, it was just Darren and I, so the total length was 34 feet, a foot under the 35-foot max.
Looking up at a purple sky.
Yeah, in 2019, we were very conscious of the size of the trailer in our car. We thought that was a big deal. But in 2022, we rented the same trailer from the same owner. But this time we had another person who brought her one-person tent. And we had plenty of room, as you see here. Now, we organized our RV to be dropped off with the owner of another RV, friends we wanted to camp next to, and the 2 RV owners agreed to meet outside the Gorge, and they drove in together. And purposely dropped off with a bit of room, or space in between the RVs. I mean, we had plenty of room to bring our vehicles, as you see here, and drop off in front of the RVs.
If you are renting or own your own camping van or a Class C, an RV that you drive, none of this is an issue. Those will fit in any space.
If you are renting or own one of those big Class A rigs, then we suggest that you do go to Gold, Terrace, or Premier. In either case, a van, your car, Class C or Class A, that is your one steering wheel. Remember, you only get one steering wheel per site. If you are renting, then you most likely will be getting a fifth wheel or a travel trailer delivered to you, and you will be bringing in your own vehicle. Your vehicle is your one steering wheel, where you all will have to come in that one vehicle. Your owner will communicate with you as to where they dropped the RV off, and they'll give you some instruction.
You get in the queue, show the staff your camping pass, and they send you on your way.
You guys have your campground ticket?
Campground ticket.
Campground.
It's Premier.
Premier?
Everybody got their Premier bands? Perfect. You guys are going to follow this down on my flyer down there, kind of on the left-hand side. He'll direct you to my parkers, okay?
We have an RV drop, so
All right, so when you get to
by the
flyer-
trees.
Yeah.
Now, the staff checking your camping pass do not know what size rig you have inside, so just move along.
You get to your RV, and yeah, maybe it's a 30 to 40 foot trailer, and you have a 20-foot long truck or van that you rented to get to the Gorge. Will there be a staff member there to say you're out of the boundary size?
Not likely. I mean, the staff will make it work. It's not like they're going to tell you, you need to leave and come back with a smaller vehicle that will fit in the spot. I mean, the worst case scenario is you have to buy another camping pass, which would be in standard camping. So you leave your vehicle there. Tip number 4, what campsite to choose. And we understand often it's costs associated with what you choose. What camping spot is right for you? There are also hotel packages, which we will talk about later briefly. Now let's do some brief descriptions of the campsites. The prices I got was from the Dave Matthews upcoming concert in 2023 because prices aren't listed yet. But Gold or Big Red, you're expected to spend about $415, free showers, private bathrooms, oversized spaces. It's closest to the venue and other campers cannot come in there. Now, standard camping seen here in purple is the cheapest. It'll cost you about $150. They got comfort stations. You do have to pay for showers. You can't go in the other campgrounds. It is closer to the pivot, but it's the longest walk to the actual stage. Premier camping, seen here in blue, will cost you about $270. They have free showers, a little bit bigger sites. There is a shuttle to the venue. You can't go to Gold or Terrace. And speaking of Terrace, it's going to set you back about $900. Superior views, free showers, bigger sites, real bathrooms. They have a shuttle, and then they have complimentary coffee and pastries in the morning. Also at Terrace, you can have an additional car as a guest. And my research tells me it's around $110 to pay for that parking spot. So upon arrival at the Terrace entrance, you must indicate to the Terrace check-in staff that you wish to purchase a Terrace parking pass. But you still can only have 6 people in your camping spot. Now Gabriella here does a pretty good job in her video of showing you the Terrace. If you want to check out her channel, it's in the description. Then there's the long walk to the venue. Listen, it's fun. You're with fam. Yeah, you got to try it at least once. Maybe walk there, get a shuttle back if you're in Terrace or Premier. It's just a ton of fun. Get to meet the fam. Here's a little bit of the path where it takes you. So what is important to you? If you want peace and quiet after the event and are not interested in the after-hour parties and you simply want to be closer to the venue, then you want Terrace or Gold. If you want to be closer to the after parties and the food trucks and the clothing booths and don't mind the late night campfire fireworks and partying, then yes, go with Standard or Premier, which surrounds the pivot. Tip number 5, if you're a solo traveler and you're debating whether to go, just buy a ticket. You will be adopted by someone. If you're a solo traveler, you can stay abreast on the Facebook ABGT Gorge Weekender Facebook group or on Above and Beyond's Reddit page. Fortunately for you solo travelers, you can wait on buying your tickets, but ultimately you're going to have to buy standard camping, most likely, as it will not sell out. Eventually, once you have your group together, Gold, Terrace, and Premier campsites will become available, and if your crew wants to upgrade, that can happen at a later time. Now, it's going to take some planning if you find another crew. Are you flying in? Maybe coordinate your flights, share a rental car. And if you're able to drive to the event, let me show you a couple of options as to where you can park your car to meet up with your new crew. Now, as I mentioned, you and your crew may be coming in different vehicles and you need a place to overnight park somewhere near the gorge and then all jump into one vehicle. Well, there is this overflow parking area. On the map, it's called Vantage Road Southwest. It's right off of 90, where you take the Silica Road exit. You'll see this sign taking exit 143. And once you make the exit, you'll be making a left. You'll be going under the freeway. And as you see on this map, I've got it highlighted in blue. If you go straight, that will take you to the gorge. But you're going to make a left once you see the sign, Frenchman Coulee Recreation Area, right there where that black truck is. Now you'll take that road, you'll wind around, and you can see on the map there's that purple parking icon. You're right by Frenchman Coulee Recreation Area. Let's see if we can take a look. Drop, whee! Whoops. Well, there it is. I was able to drop the little man here somewhere. Let's try this again. 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we are. See, it's a dispersed camping area. And right up there is a parking lot with a restroom. You can park your cars there. Now, apparently here at the Frenchman Coulee Rec area, you can camp for free. I will find out more information about this if it's a place you'd like to try out for our next video. Now, here's their website, heritageventures.something or other. I'll put a link in the description. But you can see that it looks like it's $40 for a 4-day stay. So again, the website will be in the description. So Google Maps says it is now a 24-minute drive from that parking lot to the Gorge campground. Now there's also Sage Creek Campground right off of I-90. Here is their website, and I reached out to them and they told me this. No reservations needed for overflow parking. We have plenty of spots for every concert. Cash at the gate. Text if you want to park or just show up with cash. Alrighty then. They then added that tell your friends we literally have 1,000 parking spots and that it's easy and out back to Seattle. I'll put a link to their website in the description. Finally, there are hotel packages. I don't know a lot about this because we've never stayed, but if you seek peace and quiet, then the hotel package probably is the way to go, and you don't want to get caught up in all the camping. Of course, you're going to miss all of the late night after sets, but that's your choice. These hotel packages include 3-night stay, 2 general admission tickets, daily round-trip shuttles for 2 to the event, and an on-site event host. And there's free hot breakfasts. The prices start around $1,400, go up to about $2,300, and those were prices for last year. What I'd like to find out are about the shuttles, because I heard that they only have 1, maybe shuttles back from the venue. What if you get sick or you're just done with the event? How are you going to get back? Hopefully, I'll find out that information in my next video. So in our next video, we will tell you how to prevent this from happening, our take on what you can and cannot bring inside the venue, an intimate Sunday night session at the Pivot, arriving Friday night is a must. And do RVs have to be delivered on Wednesday this year? We'll also talk about other camp spots outside of the Gorge for an option. And what's new to the Gorge? Is box and prime seating going to be available? A later start time? And more cooling stations? So remember, down in the description I have other links to helpful videos and websites. Appreciate you watching. Thanks, fam. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.